Okay, so since it hasn't been started in a while, and once I get it out here and I'm looking, I can still see some of that orange peel, you know, in some places. So I don't know if I want to go cutting again. I'm kind of tired. It's been crazy. I'll show you some areas where you can see the orange peel, and get some of that dust off. But we're still going to polish it with the car show polish and see where we can go from there. Maybe now, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, a little bit right at the top there, a little bit of orange peel. I don't know if you can, yeah, it's hard to see on camera, really hard to see in real life too. So I'm going to try and just polish it before I go too crazy, and then I'll decide what I want there. So yeah, besides cutting and going again, I think that's what I want to do, is I want to polish it. Yeah, because it's looking really good on camera. You know, like I said, I have to get I have to get pretty close to see some of that orange peel. It's gonna bother me. I know it is. Get some of that other polish on, like I said first. Okay, so I'll show you. See if you can see a difference here. See, I don't know. Let's see. Start down here. Let's move up. Right there is when you can start seeing the polish. See how much more it has that pure reflection. Okay. So it's looking just nice and shiny there. I think I'm gonna be okay with what I have, and then maybe 3 months from now or whatever, if it's still driving me insane, you know, I can always come and cut and polish it again. So, but I think I'm just gonna keep it like that. Like I said, it looks really good until I get right about here. So that's like about a 3-footer, and I still might be able to take out some of those areas. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna get the hood and everything and be done with it. Oh, I tell you, crazy times, crazy times. Things are just getting crazier and crazier by the day. Work is just, I don't know. It just seems like everybody just doesn't want to put in the effort. I mean, it's getting strange to me. It's just like nobody really wants to work. You know, the people are being lazy. I used to say they're just stupid, they're dumb, but I had a coworker, she said, first thing is, people aren't stupid, they're just lazy. And I'm starting to realize that's becoming more and more true. You know, nobody wants to do their tasks and everything. I don't know if it's, you know, it makes me think. I wonder if it's just because, you know, job positions, they don't pay enough for all the work that you have to do. And that's kind of what I feel like. It just feels like, you know, they're not paying me what I'm worth. So why put in all that extra effort? That's what it seems like to me. You know? So maybe everyone else feels that way too. I don't know. That's kind of what it seems like. I don't know. You know, it just gets frustrating because a lot of times, like, my pay is based off of, you know, certain things that are out of my control. And it's very aggravating because I can't do nothing about it. And this is the only job I've ever had where you get pay cuts. I've gotten more pay cuts throughout my career than I think pay raises, because they're always fiddling with something. So kind of why I wish I had better lighting in my garage. I could saw a lot of this. So I'm doing section by section. That way, I know I'm not getting ahead of myself. Because you don't want this to dry too hard when you're wiping it off, because it can help, you know, scratch your paint again. And you don't want your paint to get scratched if it becomes too hard. So the best part of this is that now, if I get repainted, I have somebody do it, all the hard work's done. Literally, they'll just have to cut and buff, or cut and shoot. All right, so let's see if we can see in the sun the difference. Let's see here. Trying to get a better angle here. Kind of a little hazy. Maybe not, I don't know. I can tell right there with my eyes, but it's kind of hard to tell with the camera. Well, you can kind of see the haziness a little bit right in there, but then this one's just nice and dark and deep. So get nice good reflections. Like I said, driver's quality. It'll look good going down the road. So yeah, so I'm just like I said, working it. A lot of little scratches in that, but I can always come back and, like I said, go back over it. Because black is the worst. It's funny because I love black. I love the color black. But whew, it's a pain in the butt. Keep clean and just, you know, all that other stuff. Oh. Because hopefully by the time this is done, get the bodywork done, I'll be driving the hell out of it. I'm just looking for, you know, decent quality to go to car shows and whatnot. You know, just show off what we got. I'm gonna clean up the rims. I'm gonna give it a good detail today after I polish all this up. Clean up the back, the door, scrub it all down. Now out in the daylight, I can see where I bonded the one piece. God, can you see it? I know it's really hard. Right through here. See a little line. And that's where my bond for my fender is, so I could use more sanding right through there. Oh well. Like I said, good enough. Looking way better. All right, I'm gonna finish things up and start putting things back together and polishing it up, making it look nice, and then I can start working on. So I kind of want to show you the doors back, what it looks like. You can still see little things here and there, maybe more in the sun. See how you can see kind of that orange peel needs to be cut down, but this is kind of where the rough is, the primer, and being cut down. But then see, we get back to the original stuff, and just, I mean, look at all these pits, and you know, through the door, and I mean, look at that horrendous gap. So see, this is the stuff I'm gonna try and fix, is get all that's all the hard stuff. But you can see, like I said, pits and all that. Of course, it gets a little dusty going this way and painty. But yeah, we gotta buff all this down and get it nice and shining again. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the difference. That's why I said it's just a driver paint job. I'm gonna definitely have to probably wet sand that one more time to get some of that orange peel out in some of those big areas. But if you're looking at, like, from this distance and how the camera's just catching those trees, you know, I mean, that's looking really good from afar. Oh, I gotta wipe that down a little bit right there. Missed a spot. Grab a towel. So yeah, I missed this area. Wiping it down. Anyway, so like I said, not perfect, but way hell of a lot better. Way hell of a lot better than before. And now I got wide front. So I'm thinking that was looking pretty good. Get down here a little bit lower, get that branch out of the way. See if we zoom out a little bit. There we go. Well, maybe too far. Yeah, it's just looking a little bit more mean. Looking a little more, I don't know, like I said, racy. That hood is looking real good. You know, I like it. It's all that matters. So kind of adds something a little different. That looks just fabulous right there, doesn't it, guys? Yeah. So like I said, it'll be good enough for now. Unless someone wants to give me $1 million. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna clean up the rest of it, you know, because it needs a good wipe down, and then I can start putting the chrome and everything back on the front. All right, so this is on the driver's door. I don't know if you can tell, but see how orange peely it is? This is where I haven't even really touched it, but you can see it's just orange peel, and I can't, you know, I mean, it's still shiny, but see how it's kind of wavy? Now let's go over here and see how that waviness is gone. Little scratches and stuff, but it's a lot more flat. So that's what I'm trying to say, is it's a huge improvement over that waviness. Because that's way wavy. But we've got orange peel, I'm not gonna lie, but look how flat. You can see the trees, the bush is a lot clearer. Let's see if we can focus a little bit more. But you can compare it to, you can see how wavy that is. See? So anything's better than what was on it. Okay, so to polish up like wheels and chrome and all that, get you some stainless steel 000 and a lot of glass cleaner. So I'll spray that glass cleaner on there. Let's see, I got this one. Grade, quadruple. 40, super fine. Okay, make sure it's 0000000, whatever. All right, and then just spray a ton of glass cleaner on there, and go ahead and just scrub with your whatchamacallit here, steel wool. And then after you get scrubbing it, and then you go by, spray it again, and just wipe it down, wipe it off. And that's how you'll clean all your chrome. Because if you look at that other side, look how dirty this one is. You can see all the goop and grime, and especially on here, look how ugly that one looks. You know, we come over here, and nice and clean, nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. So, because I should be pretty much done with the upper front, you know, so that's what I'm gonna give it a nice good scrub and pull it back in, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, he's looking good, isn't he? See if I can get back a little bit more. Yeah, just a little different looking. I like the hood, like the, you know, the wider front now, kind of matches. So, and then that spoiler in the back, like I said, just kind of looks a little different. Just, you know, just to give it a little change, something, because you see tons of vets. So this will, I think, draw people to it. They'll be like, whoa, what is this? You know? So, yeah, and then one day I'll finish the diffuser. So the next thing I need to do is I need to start working on the doors. I need to pull the door panels off, take the locks out, do the lock delete. I got another mirror for the other side, and then oh, I got new felts and stuff. I need new door panels too. Let's see, I need new glass. I'd like to do the power windows, so we'll see what my budget is, see how much it all costs me. So this is a poor man's paint job, a poor man's, you know, doing his thing. Like I said, it's gonna be a nice driver. It'll look good going down the road. People will stop and stare. I'm happy, like I said, because there's not big chips, big flakes. Like I said, down in here, I know I've gone over 100 million times, but you can see like just how wavy that is. See that orange peel through there? I mean, that's just horrendous. So, okay, now after all polished, all the chrome's cleaned, we're looking really good now. So yeah, cleaned it up. Paint's looking real nice and shiny. Wonder if we can see how much more clear that is. It looks more like a mirror. Still, it could be more flat, but like I said, compared to over here, look how just like, I don't know, flaky it is. You know, it's not, or flaky. See, this back here is not too bad. It's pretty flat, but still, you can kind of see that right through there, like the haze, you know, the bumpiness. See right here and right here along the wall. See all that orange peel, how it's not flat. Let's see if we could get this over here. And things are just looking a little more flat and clear. So, yeah. Good enough for who it's for. Alright, so I did all the cleaning. I got my mirror for the other side. I can install it later on. I'm going to put the chrome pieces on, like the Stingray badges, and you know, the rest of the front pieces on tonight. And that way that's all ready and done and ready to go. And we'll be done with that before I forget, you know, to do too much more. I want to do section out of section. So we're going to do that and put my gills, my chrome gills back and stuff in. Okay, anyway. Feel a little victorious here, so it's looking shiny. Looks really good from the front. Now we just have to work through the back, from the doors back, halfway there, right? Okay. Thanks, guys. Once again, thanks. You know, I really appreciate all the nice comments and everything you guys give. Like I said, this is just the do-it-yourselfer type of deal. Like I said, it's just money's a little tight, and so I just want to show that, hey, you know, you could do a semi-quality paint job. You don't need to. I mean, it won't be perfect by any means, but from what it was and all the body work I did and everything, it's come a long ways, and you know, saved me a ton of money. God, I don't know how many hours I've put into this. I probably put in, I don't know, probably at least 1,000 hours by now, I would think. And that's really what it is. It's just where, you know, that's where the majority of the, like, you know, like when you spend money is on labor. So far, with all the materials, paint materials and sanding paper, and because I bought new blocks and all that, I think I'm up to like, what, $3,000, a little bit more than that. I'm keeping track, but I think I'm up to about $3,000 just in just materials. That's why when it's funny when you see these other YouTube people saying, "Oh, paint job for $150." Well, I don't know how. I mean, unless it's just, you know, your materials cost more than you think. So of course I bought like the new sander and buffer, and you know, I bought some stuff. So could I have done it all by hand, you know, without the sander and buffer and stuff? Sure. But, you know, it's a one-time purchase, you know, and they're like $100, $50 to $100. I think the sander's like 100, the buffer's like, I don't know, 70 or something like that. So anyway, it's just wanted to show that, hey, you can do this. Like I said, it's nowhere near perfect, but you know, maybe this, like I said, will give people confidence that, hey, you can get a decent paint job without breaking the bank. Like I said, if I ever get a ton of money, you know, then I'll have somebody go over and redo it. But instead of spending $20,000 on a paint job, you know, I'd rather get new rims or wheels and tires, suspension, you know, transmission. You know, I want to get a 6-speed transmission. You know, I want to spend other money elsewhere. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I'm trying to do. You know, I want to be able to, I want to retro mod it to where it drives like pretty much a new car. You know. Anyway, that's my rant. Okay, now I'll finally let you go. I keep telling you guys I'm going to let you go, but I just want to say thanks again. Stay sticking with me, and see you next time.